Welcome back, viewers. For something different today, I thought we would take a look at some original Marvel Empire Strikes Back comic books that I got way back in the day. I got them at a comic book shop in about 1989 or 1990. And I'm not going to go through all of them, but I thought I would kind of take a look at the Betrayal at Bespin comic book. Here you can see the credits. As I said, I got these about 1988 or 89, somewhere in there. And I remember buying them after school because this was when I was in junior high school, and our junior high school building was in the downtown area. So after school you could go, you could save your lunch money and go buy comic books. I have a lot of fond memories of that time. And I'm not really a comic book aficionado or comic book person, but I remember during this time period I was really into these Star Wars comic books, these Marvel comic books. Always picked on Be Atlas Fit in 7 days. Some of these ads are really interesting. But yeah, almost every day after school I would look forward to getting out of school and going to some comic book shops. Earn valuable prizes and cash too. Superheroes Prize Club. Here's a cell where Han Solo is being tortured, and there's everybody's favorite Boba Fett. A lot of action packed into these cells, these artist renderings. Very dynamic. Duel a Dark Lord. I think that's the next issue. Almost as much as anything, I enjoy the way these old comic books smell. The printed ink on paper, comic book paper. It almost brings back that moment when you would walk into a comic book shop and you could smell that comic book smell. Self-defense, Kung Fu Karate. And here's another bodybuilder advertisement. As I say, I'm not really a comic book person, but there was a few years there where I really enjoyed these Marvel Star Wars comic books. This is interesting. They had two different versions of Yoda. One was in the paperback novel. The other, the more familiar green version, was in the actual comic books. I assume because they were trying to keep the appearance, the actual appearance of Yoda under wraps and secret. I had a lot more Star Wars Marvel comic books that I've sold recently. I kept a few, and this one's my prize possession here. Duel a Dark Lord, where the climactic lightsaber duel occurs. I really like the cover, kind of the abstraction of all those force lines of the lightsaber colliding. I'm not going to crack this one open because it's in such good condition that I don't want to get oil on the pages or otherwise damage it. It's really a cool cover, I think. So what about you guys? Do you remember collecting these Marvel comic books back in the day? Do you remember that comic book smell? What are your memories of Star Wars or other comic books? Please leave a comment. And if you like this video, check out my other vintage Star Wars videos. Thanks.